Terry, you get back the floor. Final presentation on development noticing and a letter. And I'm going to run us over a little bit, just to talk for 2 minutes about the work plan, which is a big thing to do we're not going to be able to get to tonight.
I'm going to make mine really quick. Sorry guys for starting it off the way I did, because that wasn't really the way I wanted to start off talking about Policy 630. So, interesting thing going on with our group is that we've met a couple times, and most of us have been sick throughout the last month or so, and fighting colds. So our presentation is going to be a little quicker tonight. Could you please go to the next slide? I've really got to go back. I'm really sorry for not getting this stuff out to you. I really wanted you to have a letter that we want to put together. I also wanted you to have our slides, because that is something we've been requesting to do. I would like to discuss quickly what we learned from our meeting with the planning department, have a little quick open discussion, I mean obviously quick, like 5 minutes, and then have you look at a letter that we'd like to send to the city auditor tonight and get an approval hopefully to send that letter out. And then have a straw vote whether or not you'd also like us to send a letter off to the council. Next slide please. As we get into Policy 630, a couple of things are going on. What I'm finding is there's a lot of confusion as to what Policy 630 really is. We met with the planning director. He feels that everything is being handled perfectly at the city, and that we're following Policy 630, which has to do with notification of developments, to the T. We don't know if that's going on or not. We think that there's a lot of examples of where that might not be happening. There's also a lot of examples where Policy 630, which has to do with development noticing, doesn't actually apply to Policy 630. You know, one of the other things that's going on is it was actually last looked at in 2004. A lot of things have changed. One of the things we heard tonight that's really important is next door is becoming that vehicle for getting communication out that we've all been kind of looking for. That didn't even exist when this policy was written. There's 2 matrices. They're on the back of the package I gave you guys, A and B. They actually have to do with when things are notified, how they're notified, what size projects are notified, and then on the next page it has to do with what the radius is and how it's notified and how big the radius are. Our group has came up with a couple of things we'd like to add, a couple of other policies, but again what we're finding as we go back and forth, there's more and more confusion than there is necessarily answers here. Staffing, most of the staff in the city of San Jose at the planning level is new, 2 to 3 years. They all know the Policy 630, but they necessarily haven't been trained on Policy 630. Posted documents, there's a lot of examples of the documents going out in English, but not in the predominant language of the neighborhood, whatever that may be. The planning director believes that a lot of things could be looked at and reviewed, but we just don't know necessarily what the extent of the problem is. So tonight, actually I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop and ask, Richard, do you have anything you want to add?
I don't, yeah.
Do you have anything you want to add, Jonathan? Yes.
No, okay.
No way. And what I'd like to do is just answer any questions anybody has and no more than 5 minutes in regards to Policy 630, and then we'll look at a letter potentially that we'd like to draft and send off asking for an audit from the manager's office of the policy.
Can we look at the